In the last 2 weeks, I got my credit score to 800. 800 credit score, baby. Can you guys see that? So it took me about 30 years to get here, but I'm finally here. So in today's video, I'll kind of want to go over some of the new things I did to actually get to 800. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Bruce Wang. For anybody that's new to the channel, I don't typically do all of this credit card and credit score type videos, but you know, today is a special day and the stock market is, and there's basically no good news in the stock market. So I wanted to do a credit card video, a credit video. You know, so over the last year, my credit has been pretty stable around the 700 plus mark. Like the lowest I've ever gotten was around 690, and this was probably just like, I don't even know how it got to 690, but that was probably my lowest in the last 2 years. And I've never gotten an 800 credit score until February of 2020. And I think that's because I've been setting myself up to get an 800 credit score. And so in today's video, I'm gonna give you all of the tricks that really pushed me over to get to that 800. So as you can see, so I'm gonna refresh this for you guys so you guys know this is real. I'm not trying to trick you guys or anything. 800 credit score. Everybody can do it. I believe that everybody can do it. So for anybody that doesn't know, I'm using Mint for my personal finance tracking. They give me a free credit score every single week to, you know, just update me with what's going on with my borrowing and all that. Links are going to be in the description if you guys want to follow along. Anything that you guys need will always be in the links. So if you haven't already, sign up for Mint. It's completely free, and it'll give you guys exactly what it'll tell you guys exactly what you need to do to get to an 800 credit score. So right off the top here, these are the two things that's going to get you to an 800 credit score. Your on-time payments. I think this calculates up to like 35% of your credit score. And your credit usage, this is the other 30%. So that's already total 65% of your credit score right here. This have the biggest and highest impact on your credit score. And so I kind of hacked my way to a 800 credit score, and I'm gonna tell you guys the fastest way to do it. So the number one thing that you have to do is to pay your cards on time. I don't know what else to tell you, but you just have to pay your cards on time. Over the last 10 years that I've used credit cards, I've always paid back everything on time. And even like some of my older cards here that I've closed out, which I shouldn't have, I've still made 0 late payments. The number one hack that I have for you guys that I've implemented in the last 2 months is that I pay off my credit card twice a month now. So back in the days, I was just paying it off before the statement bill every single month. So now what I've done is just basically made every 2 weeks, I just pay off my cards. And what this does is it makes it seem like I have less credit usage when it comes to me borrowing from my cards and all that. So try this out if you haven't tried it. Just every 2 weeks, just pay off a portion of your credit cards. And I swear to you, your credit score will go up within the next 2 months. Within the next maybe even 45 days. For some reason, 45 days is like what everyone's searching for online. So I'm gonna try to say 45 days many times in this video. If you guys really want to get your credit score up in the next 45 days, try that out. I think this is what has helped me the most. So for the next tip that I have for you guys is your credit usage. You have to get this down to as low as possible. And there's 2 ways that you can do this. The first way is to just use less of your credit card. Like you spend less on your cards. That's probably gonna be a lot harder for most people. What I like to do is just charge everything to my credit card every single month, pay it back, and collect all those sweet credit points. And with those points, you know, that's just free money from all these credit card companies if you use your cards responsibly. So I think that's gonna be a lot harder for most people to do. That was really difficult for me. And I think that's probably what has kept me from an 800 credit score as well. So what I did over the last 2 years is that I've requested a higher credit limit from all of my cards. So at the current moment, all of my cards, I think I have like a total of like almost 10 cards or something like that. I have about a $10,000 limit on all of my cards. And if you guys seen my last video about my Amazon Prime card, Amazon Prime gave me a $25,000 limit on their cards. I don't know what they were thinking, but you know, they gave it to me. I'm never gonna use $25,000 on my credit card. Like that's gonna be impossible for me to pay back every single month. But yeah, I do use up to like maybe even up to $5,000 in credit every single month, and I can easily pay that back off. So let's dive a little bit deeper into credit usage here. So my credit usage for the month of February is only 2%. So if you guys have never contacted your credit card companies and asked them for a higher credit limit, you can easily do that, and they'll give it to you, especially if you're a high income earner. And if they're gonna do like a hard credit check on your cards, then I probably don't really recommend you guys doing it if it's in that case. But other than that, just update your income with all of your credit cards, and if you've made a lot more money in the last year or so because of business, because of your like increased salary or something along those lines, they will give you a higher credit limit. Trust me. I've done this with all of my cards. So as you can see, like I have cards within the $25,000 limit, 15, 11, 10, 10, and so on and so on. So this ultimately gives me over like $100,000 in credit that I can use that I'm never going to use, but it just makes it seem like I'm using less even though I'm still using the same amount. Here's my credit card utilization history. Paying off your credit cards twice a month can help lower your credit usage. So that last hack that I gave you the last time, it also applies to credit usage in this case as well. So if you're trying to get a 800 credit score or higher in the next 45 days, these are gonna be a less impact, but they're still important. So these 4 things are gonna make up the other 35% of your credit score algorithm here. Average age of your credit score. So mine's still not so good. And another thing you guys have to make sure you don't do, this is something that I've done, this is a mistake that I've done, is that I've closed down my older cards that I haven't used in a long time. Sometimes they just automatically close down, or sometimes I would just call them and cancel them. So I've done this probably 3 years ago, and this is one of the biggest mistakes. So I've closed down cards that I've owned for like over 10 plus years, and this brought my average age of my credit to 3 years. In actuality, this should be a lot higher, but yeah, the higher that the age of your credit is, the better. And right now, mine's saying it's not too bad. So negative, so 3 years is all right. So in the last like 2 or 3 years, I've opened up about 1 or 2 cards every single year, and I'm gonna stop very soon so I can get this. So I can get the age of my credit up higher. I want this to be at least like 5 years old. And so in the next 2 years, I probably won't open up anything new. So when it comes to my total accounts, I have 13 accounts here. And I'm assuming the more the better. Like I don't really pay attention too much to this. But if you guys have like 20, 30 accounts, maybe then it will say bad or not too bad. But right now, 13 accounts for me is pretty good. So when it comes to credit inquiries, I have 3. Obviously, the more credit inquiries you have, the hard credit checks that you have on your credit score will go down. Right now, I only have 3. It's not too bad. And derogatory remarks is 0. Continue the great work and do not let false data or identity theft hurt your score. Yeah, so this is why I like to check my credit score every single week, and you will not get any more derogatory remarks. So keep all of these in the green, and you guys will definitely see an 800 credit score. Having a high credit score is very important because you guys want to let banks know, or like landlords know, or people like that, people that you're going to be borrowing from. You want them to know that you are a responsible person and you're going to be paying people back. If you have a bad credit score, that's going to look bad on you. People are not going to let you borrow money, and if the banks let you borrow money, they're going to charge you a higher interest rate. So when I got an 800 credit score, I was looking up what new things that I can do now. And what I realized is that if you have like around a 750 plus credit score, you're gonna have all of the same benefits that an 800 credit score person will have. So nothing really changed that much. So I looked up this article from Yahoo Finance, and poor credit score is between 350 to 559. You guys can definitely get your credit score up if you're in these ranges, if you follow my tips. And a good credit score is 670 to 739. So I was in this bottom 2 range here for the longest time, and it's only in the recent month that I was able to hit 800 with those hacks that I just told you about. So over the next few months, I'm gonna try out some of these tips here. You know, contact credit card issuers. Maybe I can get better cards or something like that. Shop for new insurance plans because maybe I can get a better rate. So all of these stuff are stuff that I will try out and I'll kind of keep you updated on. Some things that I'm really looking forward to is just getting just refinancing and getting better rates on some of the mortgages or some of the money that I've been borrowing. If you just follow these tricks, I guarantee you will have a better credit score, and hopefully is really easy to try out in the next 45 days. So if you guys want to watch more from me, don't forget to check out these videos here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification. And if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram yet, follow me on Instagram if you guys want, you know, daily content just like this. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.